A little girl is recovering and doing much better tonight after she was kicked in the head by a wild horse. The ordeal happened in Lee Meadows on Mount Charleston over the weekend. The situation stirring up an ongoing debate for a proposal being reviewed by the feds, whether all the wild mustangs should be removed off the mountain for the safety of people and the horses. Tonight, and only on Fox 5, we hear from the Wild Horse Rescue, who says the incident's a wake-up call for something to change. The feds tell Fox 5 they have also been ramping up enforcement to punish people for getting too close.
People treat the horses as if it's a petting zoo, and it's not. These are wild animals. Inevitably is going to be their doom. It's just going to solidify the reason why they're going to have to be removed.
Ariane Sorensen helped found the Wild Horse Rescue of Nevada. She says this past March, 2 horses were struck by cars, and Mount Charleston has too much vehicle and foot traffic with more close encounters with horses than ever. She fears an incident like the 3-year-old girl kicked in the head over the weekend could happen again without intervention. The rescue purchased 10 acres in Pahrump and offered the U.S. Forest Service a sanctuary for the horses on Mount Charleston to live, get fed, and be cared for. Federal officials say the community of Mount Charleston is outside the horses' designated federal territory and said they are still weighing options.
All wild horses and burros should be kept roaming free, absolutely. But if there is a situation where it is just not possible anymore and it's a danger to the people and the horses,
you believe they would have a better life?
Than being hit, yes.
People give input on what are some good solutions.
There's not a good answer to the horse situation.
Mountain residents are split on what should be done. This petition to keep the horses on the mountain has now garnered tens of thousands of signatures. Advocates say the mountain's their home. They call for a crackdown instead on bad tourist behavior. The U.S. Forest Service tells Fox 5 they have been ramping up enforcement and educating the public. Federal law says you are not allowed to touch or feed wild horses or burros. You must be at least 40 feet away, the length of a school bus. If a wild horse approaches you, back off, return to your car, and roll up the window. You can be fined up to $5,000 or spend 6 months in jail. The Forest Service says in the past 5 years on the mountain, they've issued 28 citations of feeding or luring, 53 written warnings, 29 preliminary investigations, plus an ongoing criminal investigation of a theft of a wild horse.
They're prey animals. Their first response is to flee, or they're going to try to run you over, stomp you, and kick you. Just respect the wildlife. Stay away from them.
The feds are working on developing an educational program, getting more visitors aware of federal rules and dangers of close encounters with mustangs. They also say even if you are 40 feet away, depending on the scenario, you might still be too close.